So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. That's tidy. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He looks to lift it! Lovely idea, just didn't get it right.
Well, the correct option was taken in the circumstances. The correct execution wasn't.
Hazard. Now it's Pedro. Distributed tidily. Looking to play him in. Can he finish? He has done it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Looking for options for movement. Here comes the corner. Madrid with the corner, they're first. And that should get the job done. Estoril have the chance to go the other way. James. Kudus. And it's James. Now it's Kudus. He's found a way through. Now it's Kukcu. Oh, that's fabulous. Hernandez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Canabri. DiMarco. Now it's Rivaldo. Now it's Pedro. Kukcu. Delicate ball. There's the header! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
And it's Kukcu. Now it's Hazard. Knocks it into space. Goes for a shot! Serginho. Collar.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. A probing pass. Shoots! Oh, special! That is a special goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Estoril back on level terms!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Rivaldo. And he's intervened well there. That's good running with the ball. Mbappe. Oh, this is a terrific run. And there is the half-time whistle. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. Estoril get the second half going. Vardiol. And it's Hazard. Kukcu picks it up out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mbappe. It's Gnabry. Mbappe. Tries to play it through. He's shifting through the gears here. He's a sharp little ball here. looks a decent ball. He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And again they hit the front. You just know there is no stopping that.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Dunk is always scanning the pitch for targets. Gnabry under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Pressing high and with purpose. Costa Curta. And it's Hernandez. Kudus. And that has been clubbed away. Azar. Now DiMarco. Now it's Azar. Oh, nice touch.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Back into the middle. That's been cut out, well played. DiMarco. Strong running down that left flank. Now, can they get him away? Costa Curta. Hernandez.
That's good play from him.
Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Alexander-Arnold. 75 minutes played. And back to the goalkeeper. Conte. Now Costa Curta. And it's Serginho. Alexander-Arnold. For Conte. Eder Militao. And it's Hernandez. Aimed beyond the defence. Hernandez. He's got away. Very nicely done. Now Costa Curta. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Kante. That's good vision.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And it's Azar. And the ball's gone astray. And that will be it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Koller voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I really like the look of this guy, Federico Di Marco. He reminds me all the time of a frustrated winger. That position didn't quite work out for him. And now, as a fullback, he can't resist any opportunity to get forward and assist with what's going on up front. He really does add an extra dimension to this attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And it's hit the woodwork and out! Stood up well to him there. Gnabry running with the ball. Searching pass he's played there. Ball climbs up big! It's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And this is Eto. Great chance! Really well taken goal. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost...
Eto! That was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Merhaba. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Di Marco gets into a good position. He rises! In he goes again! Goal! Inter! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet... Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Eder Militao tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Nice-looking ball. Floated through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Zanetti.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. He's picked his... Oh, smashing header! He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And the shot! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. Goal! Inter! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Inter Milan take the lead. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Zanetti tries to play it through. It's a promising position. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that's well seen too. Madrid are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Di Marco is looking to influence the game from out wide. Can he get it through? Hernandez deals with that comfortably.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Di Marco in with the challenge. Bastoni calmly anticipates. Now it's Eto'o. Great vision. Di Marco receives it in a wide position. Serginho. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bergomi.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Bastoni. Spread it left. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe, given the lift of his goal.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And there is the half-time whistle. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And this is Schneider. That looks a decent ball. Conte. Now Mbappe. Hernandez. Serginho. Well, that is one way to stop him. Pass somewhat off target. DiMarco.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Stefan de Vrij. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's forced to go back. Bergomi is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's DiMarco. Foot in. It's a good run down the right. Gnabry. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? So we've reached the hour mark. Can he get away here?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And they can counter here. Oh, that's well spotted. Bergomi.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Oh, that's fabulous. And the finish! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
It's their second corner of the game.
El dorsal 20. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 14. El dorsal 21. Cambio de jugadores.
And he's there to get it away. Out of play for a throw. And it's Maicon. Bergomi, the man synonymous with solidity. Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. That has ended up in no man's land. Roberto Baggio.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nicely worked. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And this is Roberto. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Quality ball. Oh, can he get onto this? And this is Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Mateus. And it's Stefan de Vrij. And Bastoni. Stefan de Vrij. It's Bergomi. Pressing high and with purpose. Played out wide.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Mateus. And it's Zanetti. Madrid must do something here, and very quickly.
All they need is one big chance, and it may...
Takes a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Michael can so cleverly bypass the press. Stefan de Vrij. And Mateus. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Zanetti. Bastoni. He's a sharp little ball here. Can he latch onto this? Conte. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Makelele, el dorsal 27, el dorsal 4. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 8.
Roberto Baggio.
Pirlo, el dorsal 9.
I don't think they can assume that the game is safe. One slip can be really costly.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Now it's Roberto Baggio. He's found a way through. They're urging him. Can he finish? It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And time is up. Madrid played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of 2 or 3. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first 5.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And he's lost his man here. That has ended up in no man's land. Aimed beyond the defence. He's in space and looking for options. Costa Curta did well to stay calm there.
Really well played. He read that perfectly. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Neymar. Serginho. And they can counter here. Gnabry. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well-timed, excellent interception. Now it's Gnabry. Madrid appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. Now it's Mbappe. And he's being shifted off it. Hernandez. Looking for options for movement. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Foot in, played out to the right. Can he get on the end of this? That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Madrid with the corner, they're first. Just a whisker away. Madrid are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. He's found a way through, and he's there to clear it. Madrid have their second corner now. And now they can clear their lines. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Serginho. Hernandez. And he's cut it out. It's a really well-measured ball. Serginho's cross.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Serginho clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And he's intervened well there. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Gnabry. 15 minutes till half-time. He's looking wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Hernandez is having a shot! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Platini tries to thread one through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Serginho.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That looks a decent ball. No, that pass isn't the best. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Seedorf. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappe might just make this. He won't be happy with that one. A heavy challenge. That is a great pick out. And that was very necessary. That's the throw. Conte. Now he's got space here. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And we hit half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So the first half brought no goals. Hernandez picks it up out wide. Beckenbauer gets it away. Denilson.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Milan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, good steal. He just read it. He's got away. Neymar, up he goes! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
He is through here. Knocks it into space. And it's played in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Seedorf. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Kante. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And a chance! He's scored! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Look at the space here. Well, that's an excellent interception. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Hernandez. And it's Serginho. Tries to play it through. And he's managed to get free.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. And
that has put paid to that. Great vision. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5, el dorsal 20, el dorsal 4.
Makaleli.
Serán sustituidos
Roberto
por
Baggio.
el dorsal
Thuram
7,
calmly
el dorsal
anticipates.
21, el
And the
dorsal
pass is
18.
intercepted.
Neymar.
No,
Se va a
no
realizar
way
un
through.
cambio de jugadores.
Seedorf. Good running, strong and purposeful. That has not gone well. And it's Baggio. Now, can they get him away? Collar! Can he finish? He has done it! Do not write them off! Back they come! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Oh, goes for a shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Threads one in. Batistuta.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Cambio de
Milan
jugadores.
making another change here. Pass somewhat off target. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Costa Curta, tidy with his distribution. Now it's Snyder. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Makaleli. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive
Habrá
quality
4
there.
minutos de descuento.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Batistuta, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Belletti.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He has found a way through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And the referee brings it to a close. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Koller taking in the accolades, having been... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Serginho. Oh, that's delightful. Shot, surely! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van der Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Conte. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Ball played for Conte. And it's Cruyff. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gnabry, Mbappe. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Koller is behind this one. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. He's gone for goal. Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's had it taken off him. Mbappe. Steaming on goal. There's the shot! Iraq look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Now, can they get him away? Kante unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's picked out the run. Plenty to aim at here. Now it's Messi. Hangs in a cross. And the keeper beats it away. Koller can be a real threat inside the box. Mateus. Hernandez. Oh, terrible pass. Oh, that's fabulous. Gnabry. Driving through the middle. Played out to the left flank. And he's intervened well there. It's a really well-measured ball. And here's Gnabry. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Tries a measured ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Over to the left. Chance here to counter. Nunez receives it in a good position here. Costa Curta. Gnabry. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that was vital. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Makaleli. Conte, out to the right. Cruyff. And Darwin. Nicely spread. Mbappe. Now it's Kante. And he welcomes it in. Oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too and sets up a...
Ah, he's given it away! He is through. Big chance! Sticks it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chance for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Madrid are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. And we are already promptly back underway. Costa Curta. Hernandez. Gnabry. Threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Mbappe. Gnabry. Serginho.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Gnabry. It's Hernandez. And Serginho. Hernandez. Alexander-Arnold. Conte, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Knocks it into space. That's very neat. Eder Militao, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Serginho. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, look at the space here. Hernandez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. The referee's awarded a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Distributed tidily. Now it's Cruyff.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Makaleli. Now it's Gnabry. Oh, just skips past his man. A corner it is then. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Conte making himself the star of this show. Hard to believe, really, that he's already made it up to 300 appearances.
Well, Peter, I can't attest to this personally, not having made it to that many appearances myself, but you only need to look around to see not just how much it means to him, but everyone that's here and beyond. This is a huge moment.
opts for safety, and that's gone route one. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Gerson. And here's Mbappe. Collier. Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Van Basten. That has not gone well. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Kudus. Now it's Kudus. Kudus stood his ground strongly. Oh, that's a key interception. Serginho. That is good alertness. And they're not going to make any further progress now. It's a throw-in. He has found the way through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mbappe!
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Kudus.
Dundee United really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how do they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposition defence into facing its own goal, which so often can cause problems.
Now it's Mbappe. He's in a great position here. Chance for a shot! He scored! There is the breakthrough! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, that's well spotted. Gnabry. Now it's Mbappe. It's a threatening ball. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Mbappe! Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Gerson. No, again there's no way through. And he was quick to react. Szoboszlai. And it's Kudus. Now it's Van Basten. Half an hour played now. Van Nistelrooy. Mbappe. Rijkaard cuts it out. Oh, good-looking ball. Pass is just off target. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Gnabry. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Van Basten. And he can clear it away.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now there's a fine ball. Tries a shot! And he hits the net. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
That could spell trouble. Eder Militao gets good distance on it. Makaleli. James is in a really good position. He rises! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And that pass just didn't quite work. Kudus. Now it's Szoboszlai. He is through here. Conte. Eder Militao. Quality ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And there's the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Para sus desplazamientos hacia y desde el estadio.
So once again, we're underway. Now he's off and running. Makaleli. Kola. And it's Gnabry. And it's Makaleli. Knocks it into space. It's a pretty loose pass. Szoboszlai. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Kudus! And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Baresi. It's not an especially good pass, that. Gives it back. Mbappe has created one goal already. Turns back here, probably the best option. Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, easy pickings there. Now that's well seen too. Tries to play it through. Lovely. Can he finish? They've done it! And they're back in front. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And now he has two. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And no, that was never going to make it. And he skips past his man. He's tried one! Good strike, quite an alarm. Jason. Baresi. Driving forward. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Might want to be careful there.
Szoboszlai. And it's Szoboszlai. That's a shade optimistic.
That's just playing it safe and simple. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Looking for the run. Gerson closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Kudus. Soboslai climbs up big!
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, that's not going to count, and we go again.
Yeah, the referee hadn't spotted his assistant's raised flag. He has now, so he's ruled the goal out for offside.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
So,
dorsal
time for
5.
changes
El
on
dorsal
both sides,
20.
actually.
El dorsal 4. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 7. El dorsal 14.
Challenge just
el
a bit on the
dorsal
firm
21.
side.
Se va a realizar un cambio de
Well, it
jugadores.
looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Foot in. Batistuta getting this one clear. Van Basten. James looking to run onto it. Alexander-Arnold with the clearance.
Yeah, very good job he positioned himself there.
And it's James. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And that should get the job done. The message is simple: defend this with your lives.
Dundee United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Roberto Baggio. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
here. Hernandez. Eder Militao. And Alexander-Arnold. Olise. Dunk gets over and intercepts. Matheus Nunes. That's that, the end. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're underway. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pass somewhat off target. Kola turns back here, probably the best option. Aims beyond the defence. Well, that pass isn't the best. That's the throw. Makalelu. Kola. Seedorf gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, Mbappe! And he's done it! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Gerrard, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kante gets into a good position. Oh, that's fabulous. Madrid are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. That is a great pick out. And that's not going to reach. Eder Militao. Makalele. Gerrard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Conte. Now it's Gnabry. Now it's Gnabry. Threads one in. Oh, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Could move up a gear here. And here's Batistuta. That's a good ball. Gnabry. And it's Serginho. Seedorf wins the duel this time. Gnabry. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Khan clears. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe! Seedorf. Gerrard. Knocks it out wide. That is good alertness. Azar. Seedorf. That's Gerrard. Rijkaard. Now it's Olise. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Gnabry. Looking for the run. There's the shot! Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
He may feign to shoot and just play it into the box. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Strong running down that left flank. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Short changes him with that pass. Costa Curta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's a fine interception. Seedorf. And here's Forlan. He's played it back. Played back. Baresi. And it's Gerrard. And here's Batistuta. And Batistuta! Cleared without complication. And for a moment, time stood still. This possibly the last play of the half. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Madrid have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Hazard. Oh, well played, well played.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Now it's Mbappe. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He's shifting through... Oh, what has happened here? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Tries a shot! Conte looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Oh, good-looking ball. And they're back on the ball again. Madrid are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And it's Gerrard. The message is clear, none shall pass. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. It's a good 35 yards out, this. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to pass it through. Gerrard, it's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Kante. And the pass is intercepted. A probing pass. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Can he get it through? Collar. Here comes the cross. Defending of the desperate variety. That's a sharp pass. And this is Forlan. Now it's Olise. And this is Forlan.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Se va a
Both
producir un
sides
cambio
then
de
taking this
jugadores.
chance to turn to their
dorsal
benches.
5, el dorsal 20. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 7, el dorsal 21. Cambio de jugadores.
Now it's Schneider. Schneider going face-to-face with his great rival. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And this is Forlan. Oh, nice touch. Has crossed in. Up he goes! Should have equalised.
Mbappe absolutely knew he could ill afford to miss that.
And he's forced to go back. Roberto Baggio. Great vision. And well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for options for movement.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Seedorf. And here's Mbappe. He is just caressing the ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Hazard. And it's Rice. Could try cutting inside here. And this is Schneider. And the shot! And the counter is on. Nice looking ball. But that has not gone well.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Makalele. Looking to play him in. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Koller is standing over this one. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Roberto Baggio! Baggio! What a goal! A finish right from the top draw. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads.
Real chance! Oh, it's come loose. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Roberto Baggio! And that is the last effort of the game. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the crowd here in Guadalajara, known for being hot and passionate, and that is precisely how it feels here in Guadalajara. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. João Neves. Serginho. Now Mbappe. Kola. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And it's Vitinha. Serginho. Nicely shaped ball.